four-star cornerback from Naples High School in Naples, Florida. 6'1.5", 194 pounds. Flipped from Miami, was committed to Miami for a long time, recruited by Larry Scott, now formerly Miami's interim coach, now Tennessee's tight ends coach. Lives with Carlin Filsamy, certainly one of his good friends. That obviously helped the cause a lot. But really big time flip there for Tennessee to add another piece into the secondary.
Really is. I mean, when you look at his skill set, he was one of the stars of the U.S. Army All-American Bowl last month in San Antonio, and to get a guy with that kind of athleticism, that kind of length at 6'1.5", really a big upgrade just talent-wise in their secondary. I think caps off what was already a pretty good secondary class. Really could be one of the best secondary classes Tennessee's had in recent memory, and to add a guy like that at the last minute who looked to be firmly committed to Miami for a long time, huge flip, and certainly having Carlin Filsamy working on him at home was a big factor in that. We saw Carlin Filsamy post a sign on his wall and things like that. That was certainly a big part in convincing him to visit. And I think once he visited Tennessee, he was just kind of blown away, and a big late pickup to kind of finish off what was a really good secondary class.
And as well as Carlin, for Larry Scott to pull this off as well, to be able to make this much of an impact on the class already.
Pretty impressive for a guy to come in early January and make that kind of impact before signing day in his first class. You see it sometimes. It usually has to come where there's a prior relationship. That certainly was the case here. Byrd had been committed to Miami for almost a year, and really Larry Scott had a better relationship with him than anyone he knew at Miami after the coaching change there. So that was certainly a big part, and also convincing him to visit.